So welcome back to Fernbus Simulator. We're in gameplay number 7 now. So welcome back to Fernbus once again. Of course it's me, CM Headbanger. I never thought we'd say this on the channel, but CM Headbanger, so I'd say this every time that's way on every video. So I just thought now, and so as you probably see now, welcome to Fernbus, Simulator. It's me, CM Headbanger, back with another gameplay video. I should come out with that maybe in each from now on, and every sort of video that I do onwards now. If I can keep, if I can remember to do it, I can do that. So yeah, I'll do that actually now. Just introduce my name all the time, introduce the channel name, so you know it's CM Headbanger, you know. So welcome back. Good to be back in this game again. But obviously back in the Neoplan Skyline, as you probably can see. Of course, working at a Freeplay livery and current livery, green livery. I noticed something actually. Can you do this actually? You can take this away, can't you? If you press triangle, you can put the navigation. But then if you press triangle, press square, and then press triangle, then your GPS is pretty much not showing, so that's quite cool actually, if you didn't know that. Quite simple actually to put the HUD on in this game. You know, it's not like a very awkward thing to do. So I just thought it was, so if you go triangle, hit navigation, press triangle again, and yeah, your navigation's on. So yeah, so you're probably wondering where I am. We're in Bruno again. We're back in the Czech Republic. As per in the last video, you probably seen how crazy the last video was. Those tractors were just those John Deere tractors that we saw were just so funny as well. But it was just very bonkers how they managed to go on, drive along, and then just grits their way along the motorway, and then just grits their way back into the fields again. You probably saw that. It was quite funny. That was the first time I came across tractors, or it's the first time on stream, but first time just generally seen that. In fact, no, sorry, my bad. I just did this off stream as well and saw the tractors and one off stream, so I knew it was there, but I showed it on stream. So yeah, we're in the Czech Republic. We drove all the way to Austria or something. And this is probably and then we drove all the way to the end of the road here, literally into Poland, pretty much. I guess the map expansion. If they had Poland, then that road will go to Poland. So you think then Poland DLC and maybe Italian DLC, or because there's more roads that lead up to. There's a couple of these end roads, isn't there? So it's like wee bits that you can, bits that just link up, but could be potential expansion roads even there. Maybe into Spain as well. Maybe Spain as well. They might get a expansion. Hopefully the UK will come. We get the channel again. We can get onto the Euro shuttle and that as well, you know, and then drive ourselves into the UK, you know. That'll just be amazing, eh? UK DLC, bring it on, please. And Denmark as well. You can see a road going right up from here all the way up there. It looks like Denmark or Scandinavia could come. I mean, it doesn't really zoom up to Scandinavia, but you can see if you zoom the map right out, you can get a bit of Spain, like northern Spain, and you get most of the UK shown on the map. Zoomed out, and you get a bit of northern, a bit of Italy, Poland as well, a bit of Denmark, a couple of countries that could potentially come to this game, you know, but I don't know. So I won't waffle on too long. Let's get ourselves into the bus. Let's get ourselves on the way, on the road. We're in Freeplay once again, as you probably tell. As usual, we're working at our same bus as not bothered really changing it, to be honest. So Neoplan Skywing is just a nice bus anyway, generally. So it's a really nice bus. I don't get me wrong, I'll stick with this bus anyway, just generally. A nice bus terminus as well, it's huge. So it's like 28 stands or something on this bus terminal or something, bus station. Bus hub, or whatever it's so called. Reno must be a big place actually in the Czech Republic. So nice bus station to read ourselves out of the main road. Pretty good. Let's have a look. A huge place, isn't it? Even is that there's a bit up. There's a bit up. There's a overpass there as well. So there's definitely buses up there as well. So it looks like it's a multi-story bus station. Where am I going? Where are we going? This way. I think it's this way. So I hope you guys are doing well. It was just so crazy in the last video what we did. Tractors, trains, off the map. We took a bit of AI vehicles over, didn't we? I just kind of went with the flow that one last time out, you know. So we're going this way, aren't we? So we just went with the flow, we just took our time, you know. Rather than you know, just going straight, you know, driving there. We're stopping and finding these John Deere tractors, you know. We might find another one actually, because what I'm going to try and do, I think we'll drive all the way we might try and drive to Prague all the way this direction. We'll see if we can find some more of these John Deere tractors if there's any more on this direction, because we started in Glen and then we drove all the way here and then drove all the way there, and then I see we came across two of those tractors, two John Deere tractors that were doing that same thing. You've probably seen me stopping and when I saw the second run. So it's interesting, you know, interesting to actually find them. Hopefully they'll actually keep them in, because I find it funny now to see just keep these bugs in, you know. But maybe they need to fix the tractors and just put them on and just put them as in. What's the word? Is that Prague there? I don't know. I'm on the wrong way here. Right here. Can't really see very well. Let's go external for now until the lights change. There we go, green light. So yeah, I think we'll see if we can come across more of these tractors, you know. We might come across another one, we might come across more of these. But keep them in, please keep them in. Because I find them funny in my opinion now, those tractors. So we'll go this way, don't we, to get on the way to Prague. And if I wanted to maybe drive that way, I don't know actually, we might just going to go through again, so we'll see how we fare, hey? Big place this is actually, isn't it, eh? Big city. Reno, or Reno, or whatever it's pronounced. I don't know my Czech Republic. But I'm guessing Guessing it's Bruno, it's pronounced. Is it this way? It must be this way, isn't it? Is that Prague car or whatever it's pronounced? That must be Prague. I believe it is, eh? Hoping on the right direction. Aye, we're fine. Got road rats on. We've got some road rats on our way as well, so that'd be quite fun. Yep, so we're walking out the Neoplan Skyliner. I was just having a wee quick look over on the internet about Neoplan, some of their buses. I saw another nice coach as well that they do as well. This is could be another one that should have been in the game. It's a tour. It's called the Tour Line, I believe. Which is obviously just a standalone coach, not a double-decker coach, but a standalone coach. And they should bring that in the game as well, because this is the only Neoplan bus that we currently have in this game. But I believe they could bring in the Tour liner. I think that's the one I'm thinking. It's I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple of them driving around in person as well. So there's definitely potential coaches. At least the AI brake checking. Nice morning. I forgot to change the date actually. In fact, no, the date is set, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, the date is set for April the 9th. I think that's the date. Yeah, so I think I got it set automatically, so it should change by the day. Yeah, so Neoplan 2 liner. I think they would potentially bring that game to this game. I believe they would, surely. But I was looking at the other buses that Neoplan do as well. The Jumbo Cruiser, which is the biggest bus, or the biggest bus in the world apparently. I mean, it's an old bus actually. It's been around since I think it was in the 70s it was introduced, but then I don't think it really got any mass reduction. Etc. But yeah, that's the biggest coach, so it's an articulated double-decker coach. It's probably like a Skyliner, but with a articulated bit in the middle. So it's just like a trailer in the back. It's just a Neoplan Skyliner with a trailer in the back. It's then the Jumbo Cruiser, or the Mega Cruiser. Is it Mega Cruiser or Jumbo Cruiser? I think it's Jumbo Cruiser, isn't it? I'm pretty bad to know what name it is. I think it was the Jumbo Cruiser. Don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Jumbo Cruiser. That's the biggest Neoplan, the biggest coach, or the biggest Neoplan bus. Well, it used to be the biggest until I think they stopped production on it. Because it didn't really do well. I'm guessing, right, here's the rain. It was sunny and then the rain's just come. The wipers. So this is the Skyliner. Current Skyliner, the new model, but they've been making these buses for a very long time. Skyliners. It's in the older ones as well. But like companies like Stagecoach and National Express had Skyliners, Neoplan Skylines in their fleet back in the times. You don't see them any. You don't see any of them any as much on, as in Skyliners or Neoplan model that are used as National Express or slightly now. It used to be. A thing, yeah, it used to be. I'm pretty sure that I can recall there was a big accident with one of those buses and it tipped over. I could be totally wrong, but I'm sure there was a big accident here in the UK and it happened with a Neotrans Skyliner. It was like a National Express one or something. But it was like back in, it must have been 15 years ago. I'm sure it was on the news. It was kind of talked about for a while, wasn't it? And I think it might have been something to do with the buses or safety of them maybe. They're sort of not used them any longer. I mean the older ones. There's trailers there. The older Neotrans, out the older ones, not the current ones. I think they were the ones. Maybe it's changed now. Got a VDL on the side there. But yeah, they're nice buses. Neotrans are very nice coaches. But no, I think like companies like Stagecoach and National Express go for like I don't know what they're called again. Not Praxton coaches. I know here in the UK we have a company called Praxton that make coaches or body coaches, and it seems like they're quite popular here. I don't think they're popular in Europe. Like a sort of home factory builds coaches in the house. Tip us over if we're not careful. But yeah, they've been building. I mean, they're pretty much a UK manufacturer of coaches and buses. Praxton. If any have heard of them, or if any are from the UK, probably heard that name being mentioned. Just thought we'd give you a wee mention to it because I have been in a couple of Praxton buses, coaches. So anyway, in the UK is pretty much like Citylink and Stagecoach or companies like them operate Praxton coaches, Praxton Panthers or Elites they call them. It's either the Elites or Panthers, or the Panthers LE. I think it's Panthers they're called, the Praxton ones, but they have double-decker ones as well, similar to this. And I see a couple of them on the road, and you probably know Praxton, and some of their coaches are quite common in the UK roads. Yeah, they're still making coaches still, I believe, Praxton. There's a roadworks coming. It's tight. Oh, this is very tight. Whoa, that's close. So pull on that to it. Oops. But I don't know if they sell Praxton coaches in Europe or that. I never really thought if they did. What? That's so narrow in these corners there to actually bring a coach around here. I don't know if they sell Praxton coaches in Europe or that. I'm just wondering that actually now. I don't know if they ever make left-hand drives. I think it's normally right-hand drive buses at Praxton. I don't know if they ever make a European market of them, or if it's just a UK only market at Praxton. If it is here in the UK, you probably know that Praxton are calling coaches. But it seems like independent operators operate them as well. But like big companies like Citylink and Stagecoach and National Express operate them, as services, as in, city to city services like Freeplay. Obviously, needs my horn again. Forgot to use that. They operate around Germany, I guess. They're like German's National Express, if you want to say it. But I guess they're actually branching out a bit more in Fernbus now, aren't they? I'm believed to have them in the UK now. Oh, there's a new plan. There's a Skyliner. That's my colleagues there. Got the same bus. So I think, I think Fernbus are big. They're a massive company, I think. I'm pretty sure actually, maybe I wouldn't recall this, but I'm pretty sure when I was on holidays in Italy, pretty sure they operated Fernbus through there, didn't they? And so it was that time when we got a bus from the airport into the city, city. I think I'm sure it was a Fernbus operation. It was one of it. So I'm sure they operate coaches around Europe, around Italy, Germany, Spain. I have seen them in the UK as well, Fernbus. I'm sure I saw one driving, like in Scotland as well. I'm sure they're quite common and I'm sure they're branching out a bit more. That's Prague in there. So if you go there, I think you'll probably see some Fernbuses operating in the UK now as well. Like they're kind of like going to be like the new National Express. They're going to be a big operation of coaches. This is merging, isn't it? But you know, like companies like, you know, you got companies like National Express. This is also kind of a big company that operates coaches from the UK anyway. And you got Megabus as well. So if you're familiar, some of you are probably from the UK, you're probably familiar with some of those companies I've just mentioned. Megabus, State Coach, National Express, CityLink. I think CityLink is more like operating in Scotland. Like CityLink is more like a Scottish company than based in, you know, like in England. But I'm wrong. I don't know if CityLink operates in England, but I think they're Scottish only. See, in Scotland we have a company called CityLink. Operates coaches around Scotland to big cities in Scotland. I mean, they're a big company as well, CityLink. Where we're going to head? Well, we're heading straight on anyway. Could have cut along this way. I think about it. That's would have been a good way. If I managed to go free, if I managed to be cheeky, I would have went there, but well, we've missed a ton and now we're going to go straight. Could have cut into Germany that way. Just go via Prague and then cut through that twisty road, wherever it goes, wherever it is. So I'm still enjoying this game. It's so good. I mean, you got nice tunnels and that as well. I mean, the tunnels are well done. You even got the air conditioning units that actually do stuff as well as spin. Stuff like on the road and that. I mean, you don't have tunnels like this, don't you know? Tunnels like that anyway, detailed. This game, when it comes to this game, you got so much happening. You, as I say, just check. Nice. Seems like all these coaches are breaking down or struggling up the hills, and then we got caught by one of them, didn't we?
literally just... It's literally like an old... It's literally struggling up that sector there, wasn't it? It's like it was only like 10 minutes, like it was only going 20 kilometers an hour. But it's accelerating, but it's struggling up that hill anyway. Yeah, well, these cars seem to do this all the time. Notice how many times the cars brake and then accelerate again. I'm starting to familiarise myself to the AI now, the behaviour of the AI, because they do accelerate again, but there's times they start brake checking. When you go forward up, they'll brake again and then accelerate again. Got a wee horn, a colleague. Could try and put the cruise control on. I managed to figure out where the cruise control is. I'll put the cruise on. I got the cruise control on now. Cruising at 100 kilometers an hour. This is our limited speed for Portuguese. Yeah, you'll see me honking. Got a couple of colleagues driving. So I mean, I'm going to use the cruise control, and then these cars are starting to brake, aren't they, up here? So I don't know how long I'm going to be using it for. At least I don't have to finger the controller now. Now I figure out the cruise control, then I can use it. Maybe. No, not for long. Yeah, we've got this slow pricks bus struggling up the hill again. What is going on with these buses? That's going like 10 miles an hour, isn't it? I don't even know what all that is about, but you see these pricks buses there. I don't know if you see them now, but if you're wondering, they seem to struggle up these hills. It's like they're broken down almost, eh? Or struggling. I'll get the cruise on again. If I figure out to use it. It's not right on the road. Yeah, it's so difficult to cruise. And we got... That's the cruise control on. I'll get the wipers up as well. Yeah, the crossbearing is a bit hard to get used to, but you get there. Eventually you'll get there. Just it's like on the road and that, you know, you can just press the one button, you know, and then it gets the cruise control on, and you know, I won't be using it very long. I'll have to brake again, don't we? We're into Germany, aren't we? Yeah, have we got in Germany? Unless we feel in this way. I haven't found any tractors so far, haven't we? Not surprising me. I think we'll find it. I think there's no farms or in this neck of the woods in the trip without it. Because the bit we were at earlier was all farmland, wasn't it? And most of it we've seen now is been forested trees and hills and all that. Now it's just been a bit less farms and more forests, more trees and more hills and stuff here now. Can't really use cruise control very often because I have to keep braking all the time, don't I? Let me just check with sorry, I've put this up so many times. Got Nuremberg. Nuremberg's not far. We can head into Germany. Nuremberg. Yeah, good old Nuremberg, yeah. Maybe pack up there and finish it off there. Yeah, I hope you're still enjoying this game as much as I'm still enjoying this game. I have played it off stream. There's so much to do. I mean, it's more interesting on the road, I think. Using that tunnel. I mean, on the road doesn't have much tunnels. I mean, like this game, when it comes to this game, you've got tunnels and bridges and else have we got? Trains that actually, you got trains that actually bridges with trains and railway tracks, and you see trains crossing, drive trains, AI trains, all that stuff like that going on in this game. I don't know if you see some of these vehicles, but you see some of the AI vehicles, they actually do have a bit of a lean to them as well. See, when they change lanes, you see them actually they actually do have a bit of a physics to them. Like not like on the roads and that. Say this game is probably, I'll say this game's 10 times better than on the road, but there's still the odd bugs, but it's not that bad. And you've got these weird shadows that go dark also sometimes, and I think there was those shadows between the tyres or the wheels. I'm pretty sure I heard on the Xbox actually has, is it, what am I right saying? You can see the physics of the truck there. You can see there's a bit of physics on that truck, isn't there? When it leans, I don't know if you see them, but I'm just being a bit curious there. I don't know if you ever paid attention to the AI. Like the box trucks seem to have a bit of weight on them, don't they? Like high centre of gravity, they would tip over the corners. There's a fuel station up here. So we take a wee break. Let's have a wee nose at the fuel station. And see, having a wee quick look. Is that Freeplay up there? Yeah, it's there. BDL. It's a big fuel station, this is it. So on the road a little bit, eh? It's the same bit, eh? So this is exactly the same as on the road. The fuel station's almost there. You got the fuel station, and you got the way-bys here. There, rest areas. You know, that was pull in. As a wee quick go into here. As you see, have a wee nose, see what's happening. The rain has stopped. It's just a bit cloudy, but you know, it's still nice. What was I just going to say? I forgot what I was about to say there. I was about to say something, but it's completely out of my mind again. What was I about to say? It's about this game, wasn't it? I was saying about AI trains. I said that earlier, didn't I? I noticed all these trucks have trailers on them, but the ones that actually are driving on the highway don't have them. You know, I'm seeing in the PC version, I was watching some videos, the trucks are hauling trailers, but on this game, and apparently on the console version, the trucks don't have trailers, it's just tractor units driving, but I don't know what made them remove the trailers, or if it's just a minor thing to do. I'm just putting them back in, because I mean, it's not hard to put trailers in. This is carrying EDR in it. ADR, so it's the chemicals, EDR, that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? It's chemicals and oil and gas, as you see. Then you've got the signs, you know, you've got your warning signs for it, so that's ADR in there. We've got some Freeplay sitting here as well. This one's for Italy, isn't it? This one's for Italy. Yeah, it's got the main tower. It's got all that, and it's got the Colosseum on it as well. It's amazing. We're just working out our standalone livery, standalone seats. Guessing this is the standalone interior for Freeplay, isn't it? Soft ourselves back into there. Ourselves back in. I'm going to have to reverse that one because there's no any way to actually drive up, isn't there? Yeah, you've got weird camera, as you can probably tell. Handy to use that, you know. Use that as it works. And on the road, you don't have any weird cameras. You just have to go external and just, you know, yeah, use your mirrors. But you can use your camera down in the GPS. It's cool. Same for Fernbus simulator as well. It's got the same weird camera, so you can use that. If you're in cockpit view, it makes it so easier, doesn't it? You don't have any. You haven't really got any way to see you behind. Fuel cells up. Fuel cells in. Fuel cells back into the autobahn, or if it's still Germany, we're coming to Germany, but I guess Germany coming up now. Nuremberg's coming up very soon, so we might pack up there. Chill there for a bit. It's been a good journey, hasn't it, eh? Oh, I got an indicator on somehow randomly. I'll feel right here. Yeah, I mean, everything in this game is pretty amazing, eh? Well, pretty much done. I mean, well, I should say hats off to TML, what they did, I mean, what they're doing. I mean, the only thing I think what I say is the same. I mean, this game has been out for a year. I mean, this game has been out since 2016, hasn't it? On PC, so I don't know if this game has still got support or still getting more updates, you know. Yeah, you can see the trucks here haven't got any trailers, but on the PC version there's actually trailers in them, isn't there? But it's like, you know, I mean, they have trucks without trailers anyway, so I don't think it really matters anyway. I have like a mixture of trucks with and without trailers, you know, things. Just add more trucks, you know. Just add more AI trucks with trailers on them, that's all I need to do. So maybe they'll patch that in. So it's not hard for them to do that. I should have had them in before, didn't they, on the free patch, didn't they? They had these trucks and trailers on them on the console version, didn't they? Or has it always been like this? I don't know. Oh, look at this hill. Oh no, this is going to all bring me up now, isn't it? They have to sort the AI out, don't they? You can see all the headlights spawning in there and all the cars appearing and this accelerating again, you know. That's one reason why the AI seems to stop all the sort of domino effects quite a bit in this game, isn't it, the AI? Like it's all bounced up like that, you know, and then it accelerates again. There's a breakdown truck. There's not very many of them driving around, but there's a couple of them. We've seen them now and again, don't we? Here's Germany coming. Yeah, so there's trucks there. The AI trucks don't have trailers, but I mean, you do have some of them. Yeah, there's D. We're in Germany now. Good old Germany, as you probably know. So probably, I wonder if we'll get any farms in this, and we'll get farms in Germany soon, so we might see some more John Deere's. It's busy, isn't it? Busy highway, isn't it? Two lanes as well. Look how busy it is. It's like rush hour now, isn't it? We've got a couple of these vans, haven't we? We've got DMD, which is DPD, I think, and there's MadX, FedEx, TML, which is DXL. You've got most of the band, you've got most of these companies, you know, delivery vans that are doing this stuff as well, isn't there? So I mean, you've got cars that just slow down on the fast lane, haven't we? I mean, and then they accelerate again, don't they? There's the MadX van. So FedEx, Maddox. For your mad deliveries. Where are we now? There's services coming up, so we'll pass through the services. We might get to Nuremberg and then we'll maybe finish it there. Maybe. This. I mean, we hope we get. It's pretty good, this game, and so much happening. I mean, so much happening. Freeplay. I mean, I was saying on a couple of videos ago they call these we still better buses, but I do agree. I think this Freeplay kind of like that. I think I could say a wee bit Freeplay being like still better buses, but any bus company is the same, isn't it? So like I was saying earlier about Stagecoach and National Express, so been like sort of like, you know, everyone sort of has their own sort of find the wave to drivers and give the wee flicker of the lights, you know, all that, you know, happening. It's a signature that drivers do, I think. Well, I think in the UK they do, but probably in Europe as well. It's kind of like a uniform, you know, at the end of the day. So you're driving a uniform truck, you're driving a uniform bus, you know, it's... in a way it's the same thing. So there's a set truck. We're shifting gears back to 9th and 11th up these hills. Seems to do that, doesn't it? I mean, it's a bit of a frustrating gearbox, isn't it? It seems like it needs to go into D10 before D11. That's back to D10, D11. I mean, it's an automatic gearbox too anyway, but I never really talked about the gearbox in this game, but it's a 12-speed gearbox. Like a truck, pretty much. Say it's a 12-speed. But it's also using it's not a ZF. Well, I say it's a ZF gearbox too anyway, but it's a ZF semi-automatic, if you want to say it, or manual automatic, I don't know what you call it. Oh, there's a John Deere up there. I see it. But that's static, isn't that one static? Is it? Yeah, that one's static. No, I'm guessing we won't be getting any of that at the moment. We might get some more John Deeres. I'm going to keep my eyes for John Deere tractors, because I know that's the ones that will find me a wee bit. There's farms up here, so we might actually come across some more tractors. That'd be fun. Let's see what we do. Yeah, nice game for sure anyway, all the stuff that's happening. Here's the roadworks coming up again. Going to slow down to 80, aren't we? The roadworks have done pretty nice, aren't they? Oh, and the van. This is so narrow. This electric was so narrow. You can't even really get a bus in this range, really. There's stuff happening, isn't there? Random events, roadworks, maybe like accidents, you know, stuff like that happening. That'd be cool. Like your truck simulator or something. I mean, little truck driver did something, didn't they? They added those, they added
What's the heck? What was the thing called again? They added an update on the patches. They added a. What was it? They added those random events where there was a flip the car and stuff. They added a. What was it called? They added one of those things on these accidents, didn't they? But I mean, they added something like that as well, you know. I'm stuttering a little bit of the game. Isn't it? Yeah, it's stuttering. What's it going on? Stuttering. It was. I think because Nürnberg might be wooden in. That's what's happening. Oh, we're in 3 lanes now. Busy. Stuttgart. I think we'll pull into Nürnberg. We'll have a look. As a tourist, there's a site to be discovered, isn't there? The stadium. Let's have a look at the stadium. Let's try and get to the stadium before we finish up. Football stadium. That'll be fun. Oh, these trucks are pulling out. It's quite crazy, isn't it? Oh. Wait, check again. Is it this way? Is this way, isn't it? Yeah, pulling up. Pulling off here, and then we need to pull off on that corner, don't we? But I think I was just saying earlier about this game and being tourist bus somewhere. I hope it's this way. Being like the tourist bus simulator, I feel like this game will follow suit again, not having any updates. You know, they'll update this game for a certain amount of time, and then there'll be a time that they'll sort of support for this game. You know. Hopefully they won't. So I really hope to continue updates as much as they can. I mean, it's Nürnberg, isn't it? Oh, stutter there. It's very stuttery, isn't it? I think this city's maybe going. I wonder if Nürnberg has got issues. I think it's rolling in. That'll be like on the road a little bit. There's micro stutters. But I could be wrong. Maybe they'll still support this game. I hope they do. I don't really want this game to not have any updates. Team will do a good job. I mean, this game is the one that I said it. This is better than On the Road already anyway. Even if this game is still a bit of a... It's not a mess of that. Playing On the Road is still a bit of a mess still, isn't it? I mean, better than it was before. I mean, I think there's just these micro bugs, you know, these just, you know, optimization, you know, for this game. It'll probably fix itself eventually. Check where we're going. I need to... Wait a minute. Looks like we're going to have to go the long way for the shortcut, by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like we're coming off the other side of the other side to Nürnberg, by the looks of it. We'll have a look at the stadium, we might come across it here. Have a look at the stadium and maybe finish it off there or something there. Yeah, this is definitely more like Germany, isn't it? I mean, that's like on the road territory, isn't it?
That's a much better version of it, eh? Only if these guys can make a truck simulator, then they can nail it. Oh, 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 that's close. Oh yeah. Forgot this pissed him a little bit, didn't it, the taxi driver? I hope this is the way to Nuremberg, isn't it? I obviously think there's a GPS or something, you know, this type of navigation is a way to set the nav in this game, or I don't know if you could do that. It probably is actually, I've just never got around to it. All I do is I just come on and just jump into either country or other city and just take it from there really now at the moment. We go to Switzerland. Never showed you Switzerland on stream, so I think we might do another one and we might start in Switzerland, or we can do what's it called? We can head over to Amsterdam again, possibly. Or maybe we could, yeah, we could do Amsterdam. We could do Holland again, because Holland was quite interesting, wasn't it? I showed you that in the second video, didn't we? The first video we started our first video in Holland, didn't we? But now we just go anywhere right much, right? There's another breakdown truck. It's cool, eh? It's like all these breakdown trucks. You got ambulances, you got police cars, you got taxis, you got trucks, you got vans, you got everything with about. Keep my eyes on that road. So pretty much this game seems to have most of the vehicles and most of the stuff. And truck driver doesn't have anything like this at the moment, doesn't it not? I keep saying about truck driver, but truck drivers, I'm not gonna go back to truck driver. End off. Oh, I don't even know, but everything on truck driver is just, you know, there's nothing to talk about in truck driver until there's an update, or if there's the map DLC, or it's quite a boring game now. The truck driver done what it did well for the start, and then obviously at the end of the day it just never was the game it was meant to be, you know. Didn't have the potential. Oh, whoa, that was close. I didn't really that quick, the lights changed that quick. That's the quickest light change. They only got a couple of cars in and it just changed. So yeah, it done what it was meant to be, and then obviously the potential just didn't last, you know. It failed. It was a bit of a failure. I mean, they messed the game up. I think the dev team, Cuckoo or Cuckoo or whatever they're called, they definitely made a bit of a mess. Need their kick in, don't they? That's the thing, they need to get their act together and get this map DLC out. That's what they need to do. They've never bothered, but there's nothing been said about truck driver in over a year, more than a year now. To be honest, like 2 years at this point, pretty much, since we've actually had some update for it. I mean, and I was saying that some was saying that there was a vote, and there was a poll that was put on the community tab on Soedesco, and it was like, was the votes for truck driving? Because obviously that was the best seller, but they just never really bothered about it. I mean, all they seem to do on their socials now, on Soedesco, obviously I'm talking about the Facebook, all they seem to just put on is the other games, the sort of other, you know, don't know what you call them, but just our one of the mill games that just don't have any potential. Well, how far are we now? I won't keep putting this map up so many times, eh? We might get to the stadium. Hopefully we can get there in the nick of time as well before we finish this off. Couple more traffic lights, eh? I should have pulled in that way. Next one, we'll pull in next open and we'll take a right. We can get there in time. But yeah, I know what you mean, truck driver. It's a failure. I've not even done any truck driver for over a year now, I don't think. The last video I was thinking that they would have an update for it. I mean, this is a bit of a communicate about truck driver, don't you not? Oh. All the thing to say about truck driver is this, the same old. I mean, even soedesco time is the same as well. There's not much being said on soedesco time, eh? But you know, at the end of the day, it's the stadium up there. I think all they seem to do is just say the same thing or say the same thing. It's always the same game. It's never a truck driver thing. But you know, I agree. It's the stadium up there, so we'll park up there, we'll finish it off there, and then we might do another one. It's been a good video, hasn't it, eh? But yeah, I've enjoyed what I've brought you so far. Fernbus, it's been good. It's been a great video. It's been good to bring you some more coverage of Fernbus. I'm sure it's a fantastic game. I mean, this is probably the best game on console so far, isn't it, eh? Compared with so far what we've had in the past. I mean, truck driver and on the road, yeah, they're big. I mean, I don't know, I mean, oh. Yeah, there's that one there. They've both been, I mean, truck driver also was a failure in my opinion, but I mean, both those games, I mean, on the road and truck driver, I mean, they were all like games, but nothing compared to this game. I mean, this game pretty much is already better than both of these games, all the graphics and what it is. I don't even know where I'm going to pack up, to be honest. Just finding where we can shut off, and I don't think you can get in the site, so we might just take a. Let's pack up here. Right, let's pack up here. Turn the engine off. Flip the engine off. Open the doors. It's a very good fun there way. But that's a jump button. I think I got that off. Alright, let's go. See that off. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed a bit more Fernbus Simulator. It's been good to bring you some more videos of this. I'm really enjoying this game, as I say. There's the stadium up there. Really cool, it's pretty good. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed a bit of Fernbus Simulator. I'm going to end the video off here now, I think, to be honest. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll continue as much as I can, but yeah. So make sure to like, comment and subscribe to this channel, and make sure to check out the playlists that are on the screen there. Anything you're interested in, including the podcast channel, is up there as well. I will be back with more Fernbus very soon for you guys, so hope you have enjoyed this video, and then I'll catch you in the next one. So bye for now.